Many people say the 2019 LSU football team is the best in the history of college football. They finished 15-0 on the way to winning the national championship. And it turns out these players that made up that team were not only good in college. 14 of them were drafted in the 2020 NFL draft, which tied an all-time record for most selections from a single college in a single draft. I'm AB Sports, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about the success these LSU players have had in their NFL rookie seasons. Starting off with the Heisman winner and the first pick in the draft, quarterback Joe Burrow. The thing about getting drafted first overall is that you're going to go to a very bad team. But Burrow looked really good on that bad team. His stats were average with just 13 touchdowns, 5 picks, and 2,500 yards in his first 10 games, but he looks like a star. The way his touch and accuracy, I think he's going to be a really good player in the NFL. He just needs O-line and defense, which is kind of a lot to ask for. Cincinnati needs to get to work in the draft. Unfortunately, Burrow's rookie season ended with an unfortunate ACL tear 10 games in, but he shows a lot of promise for the future. The next former Tiger drafted went to the Jaguars, as they took edge rusher K'Lavon Chaisson 20th overall. Chaisson hasn't been great his rookie year, playing only about half of the Jags' defensive snaps and only racking up 1 sack and 14 tackles, but as you'll see, Chaisson is sort of an outlier. Justin Jefferson went third among his college teammates in the draft, and the wide receiver was taken 22nd by the Vikings, and now he's probably the favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jefferson is a stud. It is a crime that he was taken as the 5th wide receiver off the board. He is 111 receiving yards away from breaking the all-time rookie receiving yards record with 1 game to go in the regular season. Another absolute superstar from this 2019 LSU team. The Ravens took linebacker Patrick Queen at 28th overall. He was the 4th LSU player off the board, and he was the foundation for the Tigers' defense in 2019. In his first year on the Ravens, he has become a do-it-all defender. Queen has 98 tackles, has forced 3 turnovers, and even scored a defensive touchdown. The Ravens lost in the playoffs last year because no one could tackle Derrick Henry, and they're hoping this year Queen is that guy. The rich got richer at pick 32 when the Chiefs took running back Clyde EdwardsHelaire. Clyde was a monster in college, rushing for 1,400 yards and 16 touchdowns in 2019 at LSU. He's obviously not going to put up those kind of numbers on the pass-happy Mahomes-led Chiefs, but he has added a dynamic threat to their team out of the backfield. Clyde has 1,100 scrimmage yards and 5 touchdowns and has shown he can break a tackle as good as anyone in the league. Clyde was the last pick of the first round, but early in the second round, the 6th LSU player went off the board. And that was Grant Delpit, who was drafted 44th overall by the Browns. Delpit unfortunately tore his Achilles in training camp, so we have not seen him on the field yet in his NFL career. Next up was cornerback Christian Fulton, who went 61st overall to the Titans in the late second round. Fulton only played 5 games this year, but in those games he got 15 tackles, 1 pick, and 1 pass deflection. Unfortunately, he was put on IR on Halloween with a knee injury. Before his injury, Fulton showed a lot of promise. The Seahawks drafted offensive guard Damien Lewis with the 69th pick, and he has started most games for the Seahawks this year. Lewis has struggled with penalties a little bit, but he's been a good blocker for Russell Wilson and Chris Carson. The 9th Tiger drafted was Lloyd Cushenberry, who started at center for LSU and was drafted by Denver in the 3rd round at pick 83. This season, playing center for Denver, Cushenberry has not missed a snap in any of the 14 games he's played. That's unbelievable. Later round players don't usually play a huge role in their rookie seasons, like linebacker Jacob Phillips, who the Browns drafted at pick 97. He has played mostly on special teams this season, but he is nonetheless the 10th LSU player drafted in the first 3 rounds of the draft to have a role on an NFL team as a rookie. That's outstanding. The 4 LSU rookies left were taken in the late rounds of the draft. 2 have only appeared in 1 NFL game for Washington and Seattle, but that is to be expected out of late round players, especially as rookies. Defensive tackle Rashard Lawrence has played 7 games for the Cardinals this season as a late 4th round pick. He's on a reserve role on the Cardinals team. And there's 1 late round LSU player who has started every game for his team this season. And it is the new Miami Dolphins long snapper Blake Ferguson. LSU was so good in 2019, even their long snapper is playing a role in the NFL as a rookie. Who do you think will have the best career out of these players? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching.